So now we're on to what could be the final game, depending on what Doryan does. And it's a mirror match, Gear Chronicle versus Gear Chronicle. Trex Gear Chronicle begins with riding the Perfect Guard, whereas Doryan rides Steam Breath Dragon. Two units that you wouldn't want to early ride, but Doryan got the better end of the deal. I think Doryan got the heal trigger? Yeah, Doryan got the heal trigger, which didn't heal. Trex got the critical trigger, and now Trex at grade 2 is going in. Apparently Trex uses Clockwork Gear Dragon. If you have a G unit in the Vanguard circle, you can Soul Blast 1 and give it an extra 5k attack. Doryan guard the first attack and is taking the second two. Got a critical trigger in the damage just like the opponent, and got a draw trigger after. No triggers for Trex, I think. Yeah, no triggers for Trex. No. So grade 2, Doryan isn't rushing quite as hard. Conserving hand. Twin Mazer Dragon attacks. It hits. He checked with Mazer Dragon as well. Mazer Dragon, as well as the other GB 1 plus 3k units, we came to find from a practice match, I believe, that they only activate when they only gain the 3k when they attack the Vanguard. So, for example, if GB1 was active, this would not have gained the extra 3000 power. So Twin Drive, first check, critical trigger. Second check, Chrono Jet, which means Stride is going to happen next turn. Also, Doryan's at 4 damage, now 5. I'm not sure if Doryan can't guard or if he's just choosing not to in order to save hand. This mirror match is strange because Trex has an apparent damage advantage, mostly due to the fact that he went first and decides to rush at grade 2. But at the same time, here comes Stride, and that could turn everything around. Stride is Chronos Command Dragon, so he has one of these. So he has one Chronos Command Dragon, which is technically all you need if you have good timing. I would say it's good to have 2 for the sake of that pressure. He technically missed the timing to do Chrono Jet, but as long as the opponent allows it, both sides have allowed a lot of things that really shouldn't be allowed. So Intercept is guarded, 31k to the Vanguard. And we might actually see the skill go off. Because there are only 3 cards in that hand. Nothing short of a Perfect Guard could block that. So first check was Puzzle Eerie. Second check was Critical Trigger. And third check was Steam Fighter Amber. So the damage evened up, and Doryan just gained advantage because the damage is all but evened up, and Doryan has gained advantage simply because of the fact that now he loses his entire field. So Counterblast 2, Soul Blast 1, Discard 1. Everything goes to the bottom of deck. And now 17k to the Vanguard. That Chronos Command. Well, keep in mind, now it's Trex's turn to Stride, and we know he has it because he checked Chrono Jet Dragon in the last turn. So he's doing it now. Brings out his own Chronos Command Dragon. Unlike his opponent, I don't think Doryan's going to let it hit, though. Especially because it's just 26. Doryan did get a critical trigger in the last turn. So it's 21, 31. And now he's thinking about how else to guard, because you don't want to one-pass a stride unit. So that's a 3-pass. It's not no pass. People are used to, how is that Doryan? That's 41k. 26 plus 15 is 41. It would hit. But it doesn't matter because he only got 1 trigger out of 3 anyway, so. But still, that was a 3 to pass. Math aside, stride activates, discarding a 2 and a 1. This is Doryan's attempt at ending the match with Ragnarok. That is not what I would have done if I was Doryan in this situation. Ragnarok skill. This time it is actually kind of okay, for the sake that he can't do anything but attack. Never mind. He did it again. It's actually the incorrect way to do that, by the way. He's better off attacking with the Vanguard first, force out the perfect guard immediately, and then see what he wants to do with the triple check. Trex guards. So now 31k 3 critical. 31k 2 critical. And he has perfect guard, so he's going to use it. Doryan has to hope for triggers on the triple check. Otherwise, discarding that grade 3 could cost him everything. Not the grade 3, but the perfect guard. Discarding that perfect guard could cost him everything if he doesn't get Guardians now. Discards the grade 0. First one was a critical trigger, Chrono Jet, and grade 1 10k attacker. So that's just 14. No point in doing the Soul Blast. Actually, he should have done the Soul Blast, because that last card is Chrono Jet. If Doryan had done the Soul Blast, he would have won the match. But he doesn't have the soul. If that was the case, he should have Counterblast, put Draco Kid into the soul in order to get something so he could have 2 soul to Soul Blast. I understand why he didn't Soul Blast, he couldn't, and it's a really weird situation because usually you would have 2 soul by this point. But Doryan might have just lost. He can't guard with zeros. He didn't get a perfect guard in the triple check. And that's Ragnarok. 2 criticals. And he got 2 heals out of it. Doryan would have to double heal trigger in order to stay alive. And he doesn't do it. Losing that perfect guard for stride cost him everything. It was not a good idea for him to do that. But that's this game. We're on to the final match, which is going to be Trex versus Asuka. See you guys then.